Hello, today I'm going to talk to you about revision. I think revision is worth a try, even if you don't want to use it in your manifesting practice, even if you don't do manifesting. I think it's worth trying this revision technique, just because for me it has reduced a lot of the energy surrounding past bad experiences I've had. The revision technique is fairly simple. You just go through your life and look at it, and whatever is bringing you negativity, whatever rewinds in your mind or just sticks in your mind as a bad experience, you just negate it, nullify it, make it disappear. Now, I've gone through many years of therapy and I didn't really seem to get results like this on the big things that have happened to me that have affected me to this day, physically. And I'm talking physical injuries and abuse and other negative experiences I've dealt with. It may seem crazy, but it has worked for me. And like I said, I've gone through many years of therapy that didn't do me as good as this has. So basically what I do is I look at that incident that happened to me and remove it from my past. I surround the incident with white light and remove it and replace it with white light. The memory is still there, but the energy surrounding the incident has largely disappeared. The negative energy, the depression, this kind of thing. Now, I have had an incident that happened to me that caused me physical problems, and that hasn't totally disappeared, but like I said, a lot of the energy around it has disappeared. I took it, surrounded it with white light, like a tornado. This tornado wiped it out, took it away from my life, and I replaced it with white light. I still have physical pain from this incident, but let's see if that doesn't dissipate also. It could well let it be that it goes away, or at least clears up as much as the memory has. I have a longer description of revision on my manifesting video down below. I believe it's the one with the orange cover. So take a look on this channel for it if you'd like to hear more about revision. Just to be totally clear, my revision technique differs from Neville Goddard's, and I never called it revision until I heard Neville calling it revision. I'd always done it this way. With the incident that happened to me, it was abuse from a stepfather who broke my spine, really bad, and I'd always revised it where I was winning during the fight or just escaping, but that didn't work as well as just clearing the whole thing out of my memory, or attempting to anyway. So I asked God for help with this, and if this feels right to you, give it a try. If you have any questions, I think I wrote something up on this, and there's plenty on the internet that you can look up also. You might want to give it a try for anything that you think is blocking you, hurting you, causing you pain. It just might help. So you can look up Neville Goddard's revision technique, and there might be some other revision techniques. I never had a name for it before. And actually the total blocking of the memory didn't come from Neville Goddard as far as I can see. I don't think he wrote about that. He talked about changing things, which seemed to be more work. So someone else that was a Neville Goddard student mentioned just totally deleting it. I think they mentioned that, so I thought I'd try that because it seemed like the easiest way to do it. Rather, I had tried to change it before and it never really worked that well. I mean, it helped because it made me smile when I thought about me becoming the victor in the abuse situation that I was in from my stepfather. But even that's, maybe that was negative karma. It made me smile, but it wasn't really happy. It was just like, oh, victorious, you know what I mean? It was kind of depressing in a way. Of course, it was still there, the memory. And I knew that's not what really happened. but I used to postulate that I was beating him up, like really slicing him up. I hate the guy, and the hate has dissipated somewhat too. Ask God for help with this if you believe in God, and ask your Creator for help. And I thank you very much for listening. And if you have any more questions on revision, I think you can make these negative things disappear, at least somewhat. Like I said, the memory will be there, but the energy has largely dissipated. I'm going to keep working on it. Let me know if you have any thoughts on revision, or if you have any challenges or victories with revision. And thanks for being here on my channel, listening to what I say, and appreciate your time. Take care.